The Gobi bear, Ursus arctos gobiensis, known locally in Mongolia as the Mazalai, is a unique subspecies of the brown bear that has adapted to survive in the harsh, arid environment of the Gobi Desert in Mongolia. It holds the distinction of being the only bear species in the world that lives exclusively in a desert habitat. Here are some key characteristics of the Gobi bear. Habitat: they are found only in a restricted area of the Great Gobi Desert, primarily in areas close to scarce water sources like oases, springs, and small streams. Diet: their diet mainly consists of roots, berries, and other plants such as wild rhubarb and sagebrush. They occasionally eat rodents and insects, making up a very small percentage of their food intake. There's no evidence they prey on large mammals. Behavior: Gobi bears are generally solitary animals, except during mating season and when females are raising their cubs. They exhibit seasonal behaviors, foraging during warmer months and entering a state of dormancy, not full hibernation, in shallow dens during the harsh winters, typically from October to March. Adaptations: they have developed remarkable adaptations to survive the extreme temperature fluctuations of the Gobi Desert, ranging from scorching summers to freezing winters. Their thick fur provides insulation against both heat and cold. They also travel over vast distances to find food and water. Visual characteristics of the Gobi bear: size: they are smaller than most other brown bear subspecies. Adult males typically weigh between 90 to 140 kilograms, 200 to 310 pounds, and females are even smaller. This smaller size is an adaptation to the limited food resources in their desert environment. For color, their fur is generally a lighter shade of brown compared to other brown bears. It's often described as a dusty brown, sandy beige, or even a light reddish brown. This lighter coloration helps them blend in with the arid, rocky, and sandy landscapes of the Gobi Desert, providing camouflage from potential threats and aiding in thermoregulation by reflecting some of the intense sunlight. Muzzle and face: they have a relatively short and broad muzzle, typical of brown bears. The color around their muzzle might be slightly lighter than the rest of their fur, sometimes appearing a bit grizzled or cream-colored. Their ears are rounded and moderately sized. Body shape: they have the characteristic stocky build of a brown bear, but perhaps a bit leaner due to their desert lifestyle. Their legs are sturdy, adapted for traversing varied terrain, including rocky areas and sandy plains. Claws: their claws are noticeably blunter and less curved compared to other brown bear subspecies. This is likely an adaptation to their digging for roots and moving across rocky surfaces, which would naturally wear down sharper claws. Overall impression: imagine a somewhat smaller, lighter-furred version of a typical brown bear, looking a bit more rugged and adapted to a harsh environment. They might appear less bulky than their relatives in more resource-rich habitats. Conservation status: sadly, the Gobi bear is listed as critically endangered by the Mongolian Red Book of Endangered Species and by IUCN standards. Their population is extremely small, estimated to be around 30 to 50 individuals, making them one of the rarest bear subspecies in the world. They face threats from habitat loss, climate change, and low genetic diversity due to their small and isolated population. Conservation efforts are underway, including collaborations between Mongolia and other countries to protect their habitat, monitor the population, and implement strategies to aid their recovery. The Gobi bear is considered a national treasure of Mongolia and an important part of the Gobi Desert's fragile ecosystem.